Hey, in to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
My name is B-Dot.
Oh my gosh.
Good morning, guys.
That was crazy, Navy. That was crazy. Was that crazy?
That was
Why
wild.
would you do that?
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Wow.
It's too late now,
what
baby.
a way to start the morning.
Sheesh.
We've already experienced major delays getting into work today.
Oh, gosh.
I was just, and sometimes you got to watch what you put in the atmosphere. I was telling Jasmine, I was like, taking the train is so amazing. We don't have to worry about traffic. It's so much easier. Then there were major train delays.
Yeah.
Getting here this morning. We were stuck on the train for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I got a little nervous.
She was like, should we get out? No, but I was like, no, we'll just wait it out. I don't think it's going to be traffic.
Right. That was the first time
wait.
that's happened to me. I haven't.
It's very infrequent that happens.
Okay.
You know. But anyway, It is a Wealth Wednesday today. We got a lot of financial talk we're going to be doing today. Michelle Anthony is going to be joining us for Wealth Wednesday to close out Black Business Month. We're doing a Q&A with listeners. You guys wrote in some questions. If you have more, let us know. And we're going to shine a light on something that's also positive for people who are interested in writing and screenplays. All right? It's Way Up.
Don't like the plucker. I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, Navy.
And it's time to shine a light. And today, let's shine a light on Erica Alexander. You know her, of course, from many different movies and also from series on Hulu, like the Wu-Tang one.
Yep.
But she also starred as Maxine Shaw in Living Single.
Yes, I loved that show.
And she's partnering with the We Screenplay, and that is to help get more opportunities for underrepresented voices and marginalized people. She has her company, Color Farm Impact, which is a nonprofit arm of her Color Farm. And they're going to offer a series of workshops, mentorship programs, and writing labs to help empower writers from diverse backgrounds. So they are now selecting participants who will have the opportunity to get guidance from these industry vets, develop their scripts, and potentially see those scripts brought to life on screen. Can you imagine?
That's an amazing opportunity.
All right, so the applications for the first round of these workshops are open right now.
Okay.
And she said at a time when DEI is historically under attack, it is more important than ever that we stand tall and boldly protect the ability for all people to gain access to opportunities to share their own stories. So shout out to our girl, Erica Alexander, for that. And guys, make sure you go ahead and get your applications in. Everybody's always like, oh, my story would be so great as a movie, or I have a great idea. Well, don't just talk about your great ideas. Do something about it.
Yep.
All right, now who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. What's up, Neek? How are you?
Hi, how are you?
Who do you want to shine a light on? Good morning.
Good morning. My daughter wants to do it for me. For you.
Okay.
Okay. I love my mom every single day and every single night, every day.
Oh my gosh. That is, you love your mom and you want to shine a light?
Yes.
Oh, I
so
love
cute.
that.
What's your mommy's name?
Me.
Neek.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name?
Ayana.
Ayana. How old are you, Ayana?
6.
Six.
She's a big
Okay, you're a big girl. All right. Well, thank you, Ayana. Shout out to your mom, Neek. Y'all are so cute.
Aw.
I love it.
Thank you. Have a good day, guys.
You
That was
too.
so cute. That
was so
warmed my
sweet.
heart
I
this
know.
morning. All right. Well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And I told you it's a Wealth Wednesday, so we'll be talking about money throughout the day. Rick Ross, let's talk about his investment in Wingstop. Was it a good one or a bad one? We'll discuss. It's Way Up. Yeetie is next.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.
To make switching to the new Boost Mobile risk-free, we're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
So why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Because you have nothing to lose. Boost Mobile is offering a 30-day money-back guarantee.
No, I asked why wouldn't you switch from Verizon or T-Mobile?
Oh.
Wouldn't.
Because you love wasting money as a way to punish yourself because your mother never showed you enough love as a child?
Whoa, easy there.
Yeah.
Applies to online activations. Requires port in and auto pay. Customers activating in stores may be charged non-refundable activation fees.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip, Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand's with me.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Yes.
Ooh, let's look at the JasmineBrand.com and see what's going down.
Yes.
So Steve Harvey, it looks like he is throwing some subliminals at Cat Williams. That's what people think he's referring to. When Steve Harvey was at InvestFest, he had some things to say about his haters.
And you'll never have a hater that's doing better than you. Don't get off the wall to dress some any ass boy who ain't got doing for himself. Now you done stopped your climb up on the wall so you can come down here and talk to his little punk ass. Now do I want to? Yes. Because I'm a human being and I still got hands. And I'll knock your short ass out. I'll shoot your perm straight out your head.
Okay. It does seem like that's who he was talking about.
Yeah, clearly.
And that was his response. He seemed very angry about that.
He did. He seemed like it just happened yesterday. I forgot about this.
You know what, though? I will say, Cat Williams probably loves this.
Yeah, he does.
And that's the thing. Sometimes people want a response.
He gave him one.
All right. Now, Halle Berry is requesting sole legal custody of her and Olivier Martinez's son. She says that he puts their child in the middle of their disputes and that he doesn't co-parent in a way that is effective for them. They got married back, they were dating back in 2010, got engaged a year later, then they got married in 2013. They had their son that same year, but then there were some issues and she filed for divorce, stating irreconcilable differences. And so they ended up separating in 2016, but they've been having this battle over their son ever since then.
I know.
That's really tough when two parents can't figure it out and co-parent together.
Yeah.
Because then who suffers the most?
The child.
All right. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, it looks like she has a new boo. She did this whole couples challenge video as they were laying in bed together. And this person is Chicago Bulls player Torrey Craig. And here is that challenge.
Most likely challenge couples edition. Who's most likely to get arrested? Who's the better kisser? Who said I love you first? Who starts the most arguments?
Well, okay. That's how you reveal your man. Do a challenge. I don't understand why people are so upset, though, because I see them saying, oh, she shouldn't be. But like,
wait a minute, people are upset?
Well, they were like, why is she posting? She didn't learn. But I feel like Partisan Fontaine has moved on. He's been posting his girl.
Yeah.
If she wants to, sometimes when you're in a relationship, sometimes you just feel like, I just want to post my man.
Yeah.
And she did.
I'm not mad at it.
Okay, Rick Ross's investment in Wingstop, according to reports, Forbes is saying that that is a great investment and that there has been positive sales growth and surging stock prices. His first location was near Memphis. Okay. Then he expanded to 5 locations by 2014. And he said that there was an uptick of 50% in monthly revenue. So now he has almost 30 locations. And some locations are making $200,000 annually, according to Afrotech. But Wingstop in general has been doing really well as a company since it went public in 2015. Stock prices have surged in the past 5 years, 262%. And over the last year, the share price has doubled by 133%.
When's the last time you had Wingstop?
It's actually one right near my house that I frequent.
Yes.
So yes.
And your favorite flavor is?
Of course.
Lemon pepper?
Yes. You already know what it is. All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea since we're talking all about money. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. But speaking of money, Rihanna wants you to have her money, and she got a lot of it. It's way up.
So, About Last Night. Here's how it went down.
Last night. What's up, Jasmine Brand?
Hey, I'm my own brand.
All right, now let's talk about what we did last night.
Okay.
What'd you do?
We
went to eat.
We ate at Peaches. I had some amazing fried shrimp, a Caesar salad, and an amazing drink.
Your life revolves around food.
I love it.
All right. Well, I was with you. We did that. And then I caught up on Reasonable Doubt on Hulu.
Okay.
So, season 2 started. So episodes 1 and 2 already dropped. Tomorrow's episode 3.
Okay. Did you see season 1?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But you know what what I enjoy when I sometimes watch shows? They're in couples therapy right now. And so a lot of times, like when you're listening to the advice that the therapist is giving them about how they should handle their relationship, that's like real life advice. It's like you kind of don't got to go to therapy. You could just watch TV.
You just watch the show.
And watch other couples in therapy.
Yeah, that's true.
And be like, okay, that's good advice.
It's a very attractive cast, too.
Yeah, it is.
Everyone's attractive.
Everyone. And Morris Chestnut is on this season, too.
And last season was Michael Ealy, another attractive man. Yep.
All right. Well, I want to say one of the things that they were talking about with a therapist was telling them to not keep score. I'm like, you did this, so I did that. I thought that was interesting advice.
Yeah.
Like, instead of everything being like a tit for tat, or when you do this, I'm going to do this, or this happened. You know how sometimes you're in an argument with somebody over something?
Yeah.
And you start bringing up other stuff like, well, you always do this. It's not really supposed to be like that. Let's address the issue at hand.
Yes.
And one thing I always say, and they were saying this on the show too, is that all couples argue, and he said that's a good sign when couples argue, because that means you guys are still caring enough to fight for the relationship.
Okay.
But it's how you argue.
Yeah, you have to know how to argue.
And I always say, when you want to be in a good relationship, you have to be able to argue successfully. Like, sometimes people argue just to be right or just for the sake of arguing or for other reasons. But when you're really trying to get some understanding and figuring out, okay, how do we resolve this?
Yeah. And it's tough because you also got to listen.
You ever do couples therapy?
No.
You think everybody should do that at some point?
Yeah. If you want to stay together for a while, I think it's imperative.
All right. Well, that was about last night. Now, when we come back, you know what it is.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, sometimes these secrets cause arguments. It's Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. I just want to say we created this segment for you guys to be able to tell secrets that you haven't been able to share anywhere else. And maybe it's something that's been weighing on you, a burden. You just want to get it out there so you can finally tell someone. And this is a safe place to do that.
Yep.
We're not going to judge you. You remain anonymous, so we have no idea who you are. And it's a win-win for you, too, because you get it out there, and then the listeners are entertained.
Yes. Are you not entertained?
Our Way Up gang is all entertained by whatever you have going on in your life. So 800-292-5150 is the number. Anything that you want to tell us, we want to hear your secrets. Again, that number is 800-292-5150. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
All right, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here with me.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand. You know what it is. Yes. And we're ready to hear your secrets. 800-292-5150. And the rules are you get to stay anonymous.
Okay.
And we're not going to judge you. This is a way for you guys to purge whatever it is that is a burden on you. Those secrets that you haven't told anybody, that's weighing you down, that you're like, man, if I could just put this out in the atmosphere, I can feel so much lighter. All right, 800-292-5150. Anonymous caller, tell us your secret.
I am 29.
Okay.
And I've been dealing with someone that's younger than me.
Okay.
For like a year now. I just found out that I was pregnant. I didn't tell anybody because I don't know like what to do because I know he's like a lot younger than me.
What do you mean a lot?
Yeah, what's a lot younger?
He just turned 18.
Oh, wow. So he was 17 when you started dealing with him, or?
Yeah.
In 17 is legal in New York. What state are you in?
Philadelphia.
All right, let's see what the age of consent is. Right. We got to make sure this is not a crime first. Okay. 16.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so it's legal. How does he feel about the fact that you're pregnant?
He wants me to keep it, but I'm more so like, I know it's not the right thing to do.
Are you going to stay with him?
It could be a possible thing. I just feel like it's like the right person, wrong time.
Does he live with his parents or?
No, he doesn't. He stays with me.
Oh,
okay.
You guys live
together. Okay.
So
different.
Everyone knows about this. They just don't know you're pregnant.
Right.
Oh, well, that's not as hard.
Wow, 18 and he lives with you. Does he have a job? What's he doing?
Well, he does have a job.
Okay.
But
start.
I have 2 kids already, so it's like I kind of know what the situation can be of.
Ooh, that's a lot, girl. Okay. Well, listen, we're not judging you, but thank you for sharing with us.
All right.
And good luck, whatever you decide to do.
All right.
All right, thank you. Hey, anonymous caller, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
You want to tell me and Jasmine a secret?
Yeah, I like to have sex with wives.
Okay, you like to have sex while the man watches?
Yes.
So it's like a cuck situation. Okay. So you have sex with the wife, and then the husband watches you guys have sex?
Right.
How long have you been doing this?
Maybe like 2 years.
You get paid for it?
No, I don't get paid for it. It's just like a sexual fetish.
Well, you could. I'm just putting it out there. How do you find these situations?
That's what I'm wondering. Where do you?
Just like on websites. They got a couple websites like swinger sites.
Tell me about the first time you did it. What was that like?
Well, the first time was a little awkward because the guy was trying to like play a director or something. So.
Oh yeah, no. Don't tell me how to do my business.
yeah. I'm doing the way I want to do it. You just watch it.
Well, thank you for sharing with us.
All right, thanks for having me.
And for sharing with everyone.
That's different.
Yes. All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. Thank you, guys. Y'all had some good ones today.
Very sexual.
And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And Alicia Keys made some statements about DJs. I got to see what the context was, though. But people were upset about it. We'll play it for you. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yeetie. Come and get the tea.
All right, it's Way Up. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Yes.
You ready for some Yeetie?
I'm ready.
All right, and here is an update on Comedy Central's Everybody Still Hates Chris.
Okay.
So, the animated version, by the way, the premiere date is going to be September 25th.
Okay.
So everybody's excited for that. And that's the animated series that's based on Chris Rock's life that's going to be coming out. So they also have a first look if you guys want to Google it and see what that looks like too.
Okay. I loved the show, so I'm sure this is going to be good.
I know, an animated version. All right, now Irv Gotti has suffered a stroke and is walking with a cane. Whack 100 first revealed that news and said that everybody should pray for him. He said he received images of Irv Gotti from recovery showing one photo where he was walking with a cane. And Irv Gotti's rep did confirm this and tell TMZ Irv has been struggling with diabetes for years, which caused him to have a minor stroke over 6 months ago. He has since changed his diet to eating more healthy. He's been successful in making a full recovery. Okay. Irv is not in a rehab facility. He is at home with his family enjoying life.
Okay. That's good.
All right, so that is the update. Now let's talk about Alicia Keys.
All right.
Alicia Keys, people were upset about some things that she had to say. She had some things to say about DJs, and here's what she said about DJs.
What the do DJs actually do? I don't think they're remixing a song on the spot. I'm pretty sure they've programmed it ahead of time. So what are they actually doing? Are they just turning up the volume, turning down the volume, or are they pressing
And now our DJ in here, DJ Nick Navy Seale. What did you think about those comments and what she was saying?
Well, first and foremost, Yeeday, September 1st. DJs are musicians. Okay. Our notes are just songs. And the most important thing about DJing is the way the song is introduced, creating a transition. So in the context, what you said is some remixes are pre-recorded and then played because it gets the crowd hype. But some of them, who are really good, like moi, we do the remix live. So it really depends on who the DJ is.
Right. There's some amazing DJs, and then there are some DJs who you're like, what, dude?
Well, if I was a DJ, I would just have my playlist ready already, and then I just play it.
I've seen people really just have a whole playlist in their Serato that they just play and don't really do anything, and sometimes they walk back and forth. I'm like, who's DJing?
And that's probably what Alicia was thinking when she said that, which is weird because Swiss Beats is a producer and a DJ, so...
Right. Well, both things can be true.
Yep,
there's
you're
some
right.
DJs and there's some DJs who we know do an amazing job.
What was that? What's that?
What did she say? All right, and Travis Scott's Days Before Rodeo expected to outsell most 2024 rap albums. That's what it's on course to do. Released commercially for the first time last week to celebrate the 10th anniversary. They're saying that it's going to sell 217,000 equivalent units in its first week. That's wild.
Dan is a big Travis Scott fan, right?
Oh my God, he's going crazy over here in the corner. He keeps nodding his head. He want to get on the mic so bad. Go ahead, Dan.
I might be responsible for a lot of those sales.
I was thinking at first, Dan and Angela, I don't know any Travis Scott fans. Not being shady, but I was like, actually, I do.
No,
yeah,
and it's Dan.
Die hard over here.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. It's Way Up.
News. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Everybody's so hyped to hear that Drake and Sexy Red, My Everything.
I like that. My everything. It's great for if you can't sing like us. You can sing along to that.
Implying that she can't sing?
Yes, I am applying. She cannot sing. I'm
But
10
that's
toes
what
down
makes
with
it
that.
so amazing.
Yeah, I love it.
Like, remember when Lil Wayne would sing How to Love and things like that, and you felt like, I can sing too.
I can do this too.
All right. Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be sitting down with CNN this week. It's going to be her first interview since she has decided that she is going to run for president.
Okay.
And so I know a lot of people are like, when is she going to do an interview? When is she going to? Well, here you go. Okay. That's going to be airing Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, that'll be a big deal.
She'll also be joined by her running mate, Governor Tim Walz, by the way.
I like him.
All right. In the meantime, the Swifties, Taylor Swift's fans, have raised over $100,000 in donations.
Okay.
By the way, so people are excited for this. I see she has definitely outraised Donald Trump when it comes to people donating to her campaign. And Donald Trump has agreed to debate Kamala Harris. Initially, he wasn't.
Right.
It felt like he was backing out. He didn't feel comfortable. He didn't want it to be on ABC fake news. But he did say, I have reached an agreement with the radical left Democrats for a debate with comrade Kamala Harris. It will be broadcast live on ABC Fake News, by far the nastiest and most unfair newscaster in this business, on Tuesday, September 10th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. What a great way to promote what you have going on.
Nastiest and most unfair newscaster in the... He's so funny to me.
Imagine if you were going to be hosting an event, appearing at an event on a panel, and this is how you promoted it. I will be appearing at iHeart, the nastiest fake news.
This is going to be good.
What kind of promotion is that?
Do you think he's really going to do this? Because I still feel like he's not going to
Well,
do
he
it.
said they reached an agreement to follow the same set of rules he and Joe Biden did during the June 27th CNN debate. No live audience, muted microphones when the candidates aren't speaking, so we're not going to catch no live hot mic
Oh, yeah.
with anything. And so
I think they should have had a live audience.
it would be nice, but he does not want that.
Yeah.
Maybe he's traumatized from
From what?
getting shot in the ear.
Okay. All right.
All right. And lastly, and I just thought this story was interesting. This happened in a museum in Israel. A 3,500-year-old jar was accidentally smashed. A 4-year-old actually touched the very rare artifact that was dated back to the Bronze Age between 2200 and 1500 BC. It was on display near the entrance of the museum, but there was no glass around it. They said that there was a special charm in showing archaeological finds without obstructions.
Yeah.
The 4-year-old, Alex.
Oh, Alex.
Pulled the jar slightly. He wanted to know what was inside. It fell and it was just smashed into pieces.
Oh, poor Alex.
Yeah. Well, they did invite him back to the museum after this, and they said they are going to restore the jar, and it will be returned there in a short time.
Okay.
All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, we have the Way Up Mix at the top of the hour. Plus, we have Michelle Anthony joining us for Wealth Wednesday. She guest hosted and was our guest this whole Wealth Wednesday this month for Black Business Month, talking about government contracting. And we have your questions, the most popular questions that you guys had about government contracting and how you can get in on it and get some cash. It's Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes, I'm here, Angela.
And let's get into this Yee T. All right. So the new episode of Lip Service came out yesterday featuring Mona Leo.
Okay.
And one thing that she talked about is the Don Julio remix that she has with Rob 49, where she references Tupac. Here is that clip.
You gonna be with Tupac when I come to up that studio.
Well, apparently, somebody got mad at her from Tupac's side of things and thought the lyrics were offensive. And here's what she had to say about that interaction.
This is not me disrespecting him. I was really just saying, it's really a bar. No, there's a studio out here in New York called Quad. Every time you go to Quad, there's an intern there who's walking you up and they're going to tell you the story. Oh, yeah, Tupac got shot and he was right here in the elevator. So that's what was on my mind when I recorded that song. But it wasn't me dissing Tupac, so I was trying to over-explain. I was so embarrassed.
All right, so she said she wasn't dissing Tupac. It's just bars.
Yeah.
But both things can be true. She wasn't intentionally doing that, but somebody was offended.
Yeah. I guess if I was a Tupac diehard fan or family member, I could see being a little offended.
All right. Now, in addition to that, she talked about her relationship with Stunner for Vegas. They have a cute little baby together. And she discussed the first time that they got together. Here's what went down. Or didn't go down.
I ended up inviting him to a couple of my shows. He came out with my family. He was super supportive. I ended up going to his house and we didn't. But
you know, I was about to ask.
No, exactly.
So
Like,
what did y'all do?
I just fell asleep. I was super drunk, but I really appreciated how polite he was. Like, he took, I had some little Cartier glasses. He took them, he folded them, put it on his nightstand. He took my shoes, he put them up in the corner, put my purse up. Everything was safe and secure.
Nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I just went to sleep. He didn't try me.
See, that's somebody you can trust. Yep. Okay, all right. Well, you can watch that full lip service interview that's out right now on iHeart. And next up, podcaster Bobby Altuff has announced her own live comedy show that's going to be at the Wiltern. And guess who her co-host is?
Who?
Suki Hana.
Oh, that's going to be a time.
She said, Suki and I have always wanted to figure out a way to continue working together. So we are both very excited for this endeavor. We hope the show is the start of something much bigger in the future.
Okay. That's a cute little dynamic. I feel like they're like kind of almost polar opposites.
And speaking of shows, Netflix has announced a new show. It's a new Netflix sports series that will follow the 2023-2024 season on and off the court of Jimmy Butler, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, Domantas Sabonis, and Jason Tatum. It's called Starting Five.
Okay.
And it's coming October 9th. Are you excited?
I am excited.
That's really dope.
Okay.
That's amazing. And I know the Jasmine brand had a good story about Mariah Carey.
Yeah, as we all know, Mariah's mother and her sister passed on the same day, and everyone was sending their condolences. And there was a tweet that went out from Luther Vandross' account, and it said, "Sending love to Mariah Carey today and always," and his initials LV. Now, Luther's not here with us anymore.
Yeah, I was like, wait, he's not a...
He died like in 2005, I believe. And so people were really upset that that account was tweeting out like it was him, and then adding the LV made it feel like it was really from Luther. It was kind of weird.
That is a strange thing to do, but maybe it's the estate is...
That's fine, but not...
Yeah,
but then LV,
don't sign his name.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It should be like on behalf of, you know...
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. You can call us up if you have a question. You can also leave a voicemail and we'll answer your question that way. And today we do have one of your voicemails that we're going to answer. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
So you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here and Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
And it's time for Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Any question you have, of course, you know we want to help you out. And today we have a voicemail because you can also leave a voicemail and we will answer your question that way. So here is the voicemail.
I'm in love with two men. I've been with both of them for the past year or two. And I've been holding it in, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I want to let one of them go or just let both of them go. I'm kind of confused about it.
All right. Well, I do want to say it sounds like you don't need to be in a relationship right now if you don't know what you want to do. I wouldn't say give up both of them, but I don't know why people can't just date.
Yeah.
You know, you can date more than one person at a time until you feel like this is who I want to be with.
Right.
Because eventually you'll make that decision or one of them will, you know, make it for you.
Yeah.
What do you think, Jasmine? Because I think, you know, I feel like people think I can only date one person at a time.
Yeah, no, you can definitely. That's the whole point of dating is the fact that you should date more than one person. But being in love is a little tricky with two men.
First of all, if you can be in love with two guys, that's a blessing because
that's like a lot of
how hard
work.
it is to find one.
Right.
That's why I don't think that you should give up both of them. But what I think you need to do is you'll be surprised what can happen when you are truthful and when you can say to somebody, look, you know, I love you, but you're not the only person that I'm dating.
Yeah.
Because if you're either going to end up with none of them,
right,
or cheating and lying to both of them, and then you'll later on end up with neither one of them.
Right. Yeah.
You know, so I just think that
she should be honest.
She should be honest and just understand that you shouldn't be in a relationship.
Right.
And maybe just date. Because I also feel like time will tell.
Yep.
Sometimes you want to jump into things and you're like, okay, we've been dating 2 months. I love him. I want this. I want that. But after 8 months, you won't feel the same.
Yep.
And so maybe give it some time, date. And I don't think it's possible to love two people the same way either.
Not the same way, but I think you can
There's different things you can love about a person, but one will outweigh the other. Because also I think sometimes we love like certain securities that maybe somebody can provide, but I might love this person, but they're not in that situation. It's just so many different things that go into it.
And oftentimes I hear men say this, that they're in love with two women. It's kind of rare when I hear a woman say that they're in love with two men.
But yeah, so look, be as honest as you can. And I don't think you have to tell them all your business. You don't have to be like, I'm dating another person, here's who he is, da 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 da. But just say, I'm not ready to be in a full-fledged relationship.
Right.
And then whoever is going to be the one that is willing to do the work with you, that feels like that's going to be the one that's going to stand out.
Let the best man win.
Yeah, it's a competition. Game on. All right, well, that was Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 if you couldn't get through. And when we come back, it's a Wealth Wednesday. We have Stacey Tisdale joining us. We'll be talking to Michelle Anthony about government contracting. Y'all had so many great questions, and it is a great way out. I want to make sure you guys all get in on this, just to make sure that you secure the bag. All right? It's way up.
Had a dream of living wealthy, and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. It's a Wealth Wednesday. Of course, Stacey Tisdale's here with me.
Happy Wealth Wednesdays, everybody.
Yay. All right. And right now on the line, we have our good friend, Michelle Anthony. And I want to say, while I was out over the weekend, someone came up to me and was like, I appreciate you so much for having these conversations about government contracts. And he's on the path now to getting his own.
What would you say you would want our audience to be your key takeaways when they're starting to think of government contracts?
First, that you got to have some patience and be willing to research and prepare for government contracting, because it's very, very vast and it can seem overwhelming. But if you allow the right mentorship, you will be able to navigate these waters. And there will be sharks in the water, because a lot of times people don't want to see people that look like us tap into an opportunity that for minorities is a great wealth generator.
And we do have questions from our audience, too, that they actually wrote in.
Yeah. We're starting our official Ask Michelle.
I know, because... All right, now, one question was about whether this can be something that is a side hustle. A lot of people have jobs, and maybe they're not in the position to give up their income, because like you said, you have to have patience to be able to do this. So is this something that you can do kind of on the side until you get more established?
I would say yes. Don't leave your regular job until the business takes over so much that you can't do them both, because this is going to take a little while to get it in place. So yes, you can do it as a side hustle, but you're going to be burning a lot of, late night oil if you do it that way.
Michelle Anthony is here with me and Stacey Tisdale on this Wealth Wednesday, and we're answering all of your questions about government contracts.
A question we got many times was, what are the first steps I should take to start government contracting?
I think the first step is really, really knowing what you think you want to do. And that may change. I may want to sell something, but that may not be what the customer is buying. So you have to be flexible and have the agility to pivot.
All right. Now, another great question that we had, a few different people asked about this. Some of the common challenges that new contractors face when bidding for government contracts. You said you have to have patience, and clearly you don't just get a government contract. You also have to bid for it. So what are some of those challenges that people face?
We can't just bid for contracts. We gotta roll that back. So we need to make sure, first off, that you're prepared, that your entity is prepared, and that you've gone through the proper steps with establishing the company, establishing your tax ID number, whether you plan to have employees or whether you plan to be just a sole practitioner or an independent contractor. It's very important, because when you begin to establish your organization, that's going to determine how you're taxed. Because the whole key to it is being able to perform very well in whatever you say you're providing to them. Performance is going to make or break you.
Michelle Anthony is here with me and Stacey Tisdale for Wealth Wednesday, and we have more with her when we come back. We'll be answering more of your questions regarding government contracts. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Had a dream of living wealthy, and I don't mind sharing my wealth, dog.
Getting you straight financially, mentally, and physically. This is Wealth Wednesday on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Stacey Tisdale is here, and we are talking to Michelle Anthony, closing out Black Business Month, answering your questions about government contracts. Stacey, you have another question from one of our listeners?
What kind of products and services does the government need?
They buy professional services like accountants. They have legal services. Sometimes they don't have enough attorneys in-house. They even buy companies who do contracting services, additional things that they purchase. You think about military service members, people who know how to make uniforms and can do them in bulk. They give them contracts. In the Army, they call it the mess hall, the chow hall. That's where you go and you eat. And sometimes they have to hire outside caterers or outside companies to come in and run that entire program to make sure all the soldiers or sailors or whomever that they're fed. Those are contracts that they do as well. They do real estate.
Anything you can think of.
Yeah, pretty much anything you can think of other than things that are just personal for you.
Right. Michelle Anthony is here with me and Stacey Tisdale on this Wealth Wednesday, and we're answering all of your questions about government contracts. All right, and then we had one last question. How can I build relationships and network within the government contracting industry?
That is something that you can do by attending their conferences and events that are live. And you can go to these events. You can look at like the SBA.gov to see if they're hosting any events. And one of the best things that I can tell you to do is there's an organization in the government it used to be called the PTAC, PTAC, for Procurement Technical Assistance Centers. They changed the name, the Apex Accelerator, but that organization provides free services to people who want to become government contractors. It's AP as in Paul, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, C as in Charlie, hyphen, the dash, US.org. What's great about them is they'll help you set up your SAM account and make sure it's done properly. They'll make sure to tell you what you need to do to get all of the codes and the things that need to be affiliated with your corporation or your company. The PTAC office has free services that you can be assigned to a counselor or an assistant, and they will walk you through all of the beginning stages. They'll also put you in a database that they have wherein when new opportunities come up based upon the NAICS codes. If you remember last time, I spoke with you guys about the NAICS codes, NAICS. If you look up the NAICS codes, that tells you everything the government buys. And the next code is what you're going to say you're going to choose for the line of business you want to do.
And everybody, please, please, please stop what you're doing right now and follow Michelle Fegans Anthony on Instagram. That's FEAGINS, Michelle Fegans Anthony. And her website is michellefanthony.com.
All right.
Thank you, Michelle. Happy Black Business Month.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. You guys have a great rest of the day.
Thank you.
And I'm looking forward to some success stories.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for this Wealth Wednesday. Thank you, Michelle Anthony. Of course, thank you, Stacey Tisdale. We got that every single Wednesday. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine Brand is here.
Yes.
I told y'all that I had a tire blowout situation. I still don't have my car.
Right.
So we've been taking the train everywhere. But you like it.
I love taking the train.
Yeah, see? And I'm getting Jasmine like prepping like, okay, you have to go to 8th Avenue.
Yep.
Take the C train. Make sure you go downtown Brooklyn when you get on the train.
Yes. And I've been putting everything you say in my notes so that when I'm by myself, I know how to get to your place.
The only thing you need to learn how to do is pay.
Which is the most important part.
I had to pay for you. We were going to miss the train today. She don't know how to use her Apple Pay.
Yeah, I get stuck. And Angela's looking like Jasmine.
I was like, girl, if you don't do that Apple Pay, but we're going to, on a day when we're not rushing to the train, I'll show you how to use that.
Yeah.
But if y'all ever come to New York, if you're not from here, definitely way easier and cheaper to take the subway.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you again to Michelle Anthony. We're talking about saving money because it is a Wealth Wednesday, but also making money. All right. And you can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel if you want to learn how to get your own government contract. Not a bad thing, right? We want to be rich, but we want to do good, positive things with our money. And don't forget, Angela Yee Day is on Sunday. We are in full Angela Yee planning mode. So we're excited for you guys to come out and join us. Everything is free. And of course, you have the last word.
The secret is I found out that my significant other is down low. I went through the phone and something told me to look through the spam folder. And when I went through the spam folder, that's when I found out what was going on while I was out of town in Vegas for my birthday.
I want to shine a light on Sister Barbara Jameson. That's my mama. Big Brooklyn love to my mama. I know that you haven't been getting the love you deserve, but just know that your baby boy loves you unconditionally and with all my heart. I love you, Mama.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.